Hi guys, and welcome to the live stream. Sorry I was distracted because YouTube keeps doing the translate thing in the chat.
That's okay.
It's
Oh,
driving me
that.
insane.
That sucks.
Thought I turned it off. I didn't. But hi guys, welcome to the live stream. I hope everyone is doing good. This week, Wicked Virtue and I are joined not just by our sons Yoshi, but also by Dan Vasc.
Wow. How's it going, girls? What's that about Yoshi being someone's son? What?
And you want to know what's really funny? So I got two of these, right? Dan's not savvy on this, but like popcorn bucket talk. But so Vara doesn't live close to where she can get one, right? So she's like, I'm just gonna go on eBay, and I'm like, you're crazy. I'll get you an extra one and send it to you because the prices are crazy on eBay. And chat was like, you better not let Vara down. Maybe she doesn't even know this in my chat's like, don't let her down. So I got mine, and look at the size of this thing. Like I'm literally walking around like this. I was at Disney Springs and I'm walking around like this, going to the movies, and every little kid that walked by me was like, oh, Yoshi, and I'm like, my Yoshi child. We will fight to the death, okay?
Yeah, you texted me and you're like, I just had to fight off a kid for this. I'm like, damn, you're cracking skulls.
Yeah, I didn't really chat. Calm down. But I went to like
allegedly she didn't.
I went to like a nice bar, and I had these two big popcorn buckets and like a glass of Prosecco. And like every woman that walked by was like, oh, I love your bucket. And I'm like, thanks, man. Like I'm just by myself waiting for my friend to get there. Oh, it's so funny though. But yes. I have procured it, chat. Vara will soon have Yoshi in her arms, her son.
I love the loot.
Interesting. And so the prices on eBay go crazy, just like any other collectible.
They do. I
just
think
like
it's
retro games.
Yeah, so I think it's because they're only producing them while it's in theaters, and with, you know, the rise of streaming services and movies kind of move out of the theaters quickly, they're only produced for a short amount of time. And so they try their best to keep up with the demand, but then of course the theaters have to limit it to a certain amount per person. And I know that for this one, I think it's a little bit different because when the How to Train Your Dragon live action had come out, I was trying to get one and like I couldn't find one in the theaters near me, and they weren't reselling it online. But AMC, for the Mario movie, they're selling them and they're taking pre-orders, but you don't get the bucket until like November. I'm sorry, he's cute, but why would I wait till November for a popcorn bucket?
Damn.
Yeah, that is kind of wild.
There's a waiting list. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't really know, when did these popcorn buckets even become a prominent market?
That's crazy. That's bound to happen with anything that's limited, right? With retro games, for example, like the more a game sucked back in the day, the less it was produced, and it ends up being more valuable. Bad games are more valuable sometimes nowadays because they didn't make a lot of them. So there's less offer and more demand for them.
Yeah, now we just get Concords where they print, 10 million copies of them, and then they shut it down 2 weeks later. And then there's so many resellers can't even sell it for more than $10.
In 20 years, that's the recipe. In 20 years, those copies will be worth a lot.
I have a couple, so yay, me.
Get a sealed one.
I have sealed ones.
You can tell this.
I'm ready.
It's such a collector's mindset. Buy two and keep one sealed.
I have a problem. Yeah. Well, it's like I have the Sauron Lego helmet. It came out like a couple months ago. I just bought a second one because I want to open one, but I want to keep the other one sealed.
Exactly. Now, what is Jay accusing me of in the chat?
Here comes the drama.
What's going on here?
Drama.
Jay says, Dan Vass memed my face and now people hate me. No, it's a joke. People fell for it. Let's see if I can.
The internet fell for a thing. What?
The TV.
Yeah, Vara's going to have quite a lot of stuff coming from me soon because I have a whole box full of video games that are coming her way too.
Oh man, I'll just take the trash, whatever you don't want, whatever you're gonna throw away. I mean, I'll give it a good home. Yeah.
Like I'm like, Vara. I got triples of this one.
I have a problem, okay? It's I'm a girl and I like shiny things. All right. It's just that simple.
There you go.
Oops, wrong screen.
Like,
I love that image.
Are people believing that? Sorry, Jay. I thought people would realize, hey, but yeah, that ended up better than it should, maybe.
Yeah, that image, your base image, that caused a lot of controversy on social media.
It seems I angered the tism gods on Twitter.
I know. They were trying to community note you as well. And if you like pay attention to those, it's like there's people arguing and bickering. It's like, calm down, guys.
Yeah, the people on the community note, it was really weird because it seemed almost like something personal. It was like, this sucks for retro gaming for several reasons. Like that's your
takeaway.
That's your source. That's your source.
You want to know
several reasons.
Well,
so I proved on the replies that I love that this is on the screen while we talk about this. I proved on the replies that the community note was false, and I was polite about it. Just prove it factually that the community note was false. The community note was removed. And I almost never see community notes removed. Is that a common thing?
It's true. I don't think so.
Are you in the program?
Yeah, I am. So I don't see community notes removed very often because I think it's primarily because like the threshold to get a community note put onto a post is so high and you need so many different ratings and you need so many people to agree with you that like by that point, typically there's not like a better community note or they don't just straight up remove it. Cause like I think the person has to delete it. So that might be it, actually.
So the person who posted the community note might have like, oh shit, I fucked up.
Right, they might have. But you'll never really know who it is because community notes have like a unique username.
Yeah, that's different than the Twitter user.
Yeah, exactly. I think mine's like Flying Squirrel 2850 or something. So, yeah.
Yeah, but for the people who don't know what we were talking about, the thing was that I simply posted a picture. I didn't say anything controversial or anything. I just said, hey, I want to share my new acquisition and my joy with the internet, right? But fuck me, I guess, because I said, hey, here I got a new CRT, and people were like, this is not a CRT. But a bunch of Zoomers who never grew up with a CRT, never saw a CRT in their entire lives, is like, oh, look at that. The screen is such and such. This is a modern TV and stuff. And it's like, damn. And then it's like, there's the slightly more knowledgeable ones that said, this is rear projection. This is not CRT. And it's like, motherfucker, you think projectors were always digital? Projectors, right. early rear projection TVs were made with CRT technology. They have 3 cathode ray tubes inside. Yep. That's what CRT stands for. It's like, no, it's a rear projection. Yes, it's rear projection and
a critical race theory TV. I love those.
But yeah, so last week I found out that apparently Gen Z believes that projectors were always digital.
Well,
Gen Z also ate Tide Pods, so.
Whoa. Hey, listen, some of us are okay. All right?
Yeah.
Listen.
No, but the thing is,
I admit it.
Oh, yeah, obviously those are generalizations, but Vara knows this. The thing with the retro hobby is that there's a lot of deep stuff about it and deep knowledge about it, stuff that a lot of people... There's very niche. There are a lot of people don't know, but at the same time, it's very easy to get into because nostalgia is something that appeals to everyone. So you go on the internet, type retro or something, and the console that you grew up with, watch a couple of angry video game nerd videos, and now you're a retro specialist, right?
Expert.
So,
right.
Yeah. So now you're an expert.
That's kind of a big problem with the retro scene now is everybody just goes to Chat GPT and goes, was this actually a thing? And then they believe everything that, AI tells them. But
yeah. But yeah, I proved that community note was false. I proved I
proved his
showed
innocence.
I showed the model of the TV. I showed a picture of the inside of the TV. There are CRTs inside that TV. So yeah, the community note was removed.
You did like that meme where it's like, show me on the doll where Dan hurt you.
Yeah.
Like, a freaking picture.
he had to prove his innocence, which
that is Dan's power. He just shares a picture of the internet, just loses their freaking mind.
Man, I don't try to do it, I swear.
He was just happy.
Seems that every time I tweet,
the internet, you're happy, right? The picture, you're like, look at this. I'm so happy I got this. The internet's like, happiness? We can't have that.
Well, it also boils down to money, because if your post gets community noted and the community note stays on, you don't make anything from that post. And so now
really?
the community notes.
Demonetized.
Yes,
wow.
The post gets demonetized. So it's like a war in the community notes now, where people will fight, and the people defending the stance will community note, and then the people attacking the stance will community note back. So if that gets community noted, but it stays there up until the next pay phase, that's it. You don't make anything from it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's why people will attack like the smallest little things and opinions, because they hope that the person they don't like will not make anything from it.
Yeah,
it's pretty pathetic.
That's interesting.
It is. It's like cars, like when they beep at each other and then like they beep back, and it's just like this. You know what I mean? Like back and forth beep beep.
Now I tried to join the program, but apparently you cannot have recent X infractions or Twitter infractions. What is it called?
Like strikes, basically.
Yeah, like, when you say
like violations.
Violation.
Yeah.
That's the word. But mine was 2 years ago, and I still cannot.
That's
join.
not recent. What does that? Yeah. How does that fall under recent?
So, and it doesn't give you a specific timeline. It just says recent. You cannot have recent violations. So I don't know how long I'm supposed to wait.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it is what it is, but yeah, that was quite a cluster F. That was kind of hilarious to watch happen.
It was, because it's like you've seen it in real time. It's like, cool. That's a cool picture of Dan. Nice TV. He got community noted. The community note is gone. Well,
real time.
Real time. Yeah.
But I've never seen. Maybe I didn't notice, but I've never seen a community note get removed.
Yeah, I haven't really either. Before. So it's very rare, but congratulations.
Thank
Round
you.
of applause. Speaking of social media drama, Drunk 3PO, well, he bribed me to take his picture off the screen. So thank you for the 5
and you
gifted.
Know what? It was like a win-win for him, because he also gifted himself one of the members.
Oh, yeah, because if you don't have the membership, it gives you one.
Sometimes it does, yeah. I've never had that happen to me when I gifted memberships, but
I don't think I have either. But hey, I suppose it counts for something. Yeah. I appreciate it, but wow, that was a bribe if I've ever seen one.
A little bit.
Yeah, just a little. Cajun Corey, thank you for the 5. I had Himalayan rabbit stew for dinner. I found Himalayan in the road.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Corey.
I'm not gonna laugh
Corey
at that.
knows a fuck ton about NES games. Every time I stream an NES game, he's my walkthrough.
He's your walkthrough.
Yeah, he knows a lot about NES games.
Corey, where are the retro jokes then? No, I don't. You know what? I don't accept that one. Even if I had laughed, which I didn't. I was a little close. I didn't laugh. That doesn't count then.
I take back my laugh.
Yeah, I do. I revoke it. But thank you for that. Sean Ritchie, thank you for the 10. Is this really Dan Vasc? I don't see any monkeys. AI for sure.
There's a monkey. There's one right there.
Apparently it doesn't count.
There it is. It's Sergio. My monkey.
Yeah, I don't think he agrees. Wow. But thank you for the 10.
Disrespect to Sergio.
I know. Saw, thank you for the 7 months. Hi, the beautiful Wicked and Vara and some gay person from Brazil I keep hearing on FNT. I just got a new car last week, 2026 Subaru Outback. Nice.
Wow. New car, huh?
Congrats. Cars are expensive, but I guess everything
want food
is.
And clean water. But yeah.
He said, car sounds nice. I'm
starving.
Cool too.
Yeah. The struggles of life. Priorities.
Yeah.
Clint, thank you for the 2. Vera always flexing on us pores in the chat. Listen, I try to be nice. I don't show off too much stuff often. I mean, I do like to show off a little bit. I'm a girl. I like shiny things, okay? But I will never be able to fully flex until I finally cave and buy the $850 Rule of Rose that my collection is sorely missing. But until then, guys.
What's that?
Rule of Rose is a PS2 horror game that was pulled from production early because an Italian journalist said that it featured CP. So they pulled it from production early, and it's extremely rare because it only had like half a year worth of production time.
Is it too bad that I don't know what CP is?
It's something to do with children.
Yeah, you know, Islands. Yeah, you know, the Club Penguin points. If you know what I'm picking up, what I'm putting down. So yeah, they accused it of some very absolutely terrible things.
There's an Xbox game that was taken out of stores because of the same problem. They found out that one of the girls that acted on it was underage, and yeah. Those games end up being worth a lot of money.
Right. But in this case, the journalist lied.
Ah.
Yeah. So the journalists created a big fuss about what was in the game, and then it actually wasn't what was in the game. But it didn't matter because there was already such like a social media, social media, but there was already such a scandal in the scene at the time, bad press, so that they didn't want the bad press anymore. But you know, journalists lying. I've never heard of that.
The Xbox game I mentioned is real. The girl was 17.
Well, it was an FMV game, wasn't it?
It's like one of those games,
like Super Seducer.
Super Seducer, is that it?
No, it wasn't Super Seducer, but it's like real people acting out the scenes.
Yeah, it's
an FMV game.
Like an interactable movie.
Yeah. I don't remember the name of the game that you're talking about, but I do know what one you're actually talking about. I do remember that. Yeah.
Vera, didn't you show me a clip like after our show of this game, like what they were saying, like the game that you're talking about, and I think you showed me it. Or you sent me a clip.
What we did was 4-hour Halloween stream where we're talking about like banned games and games that like had been pulled and like offensive games, things like that. So that's how it had come up in the conversation.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
But journalists lying, who would have expected that?
I'm shocked.
I know. Corey, thank you for the 5. You asked Vera, what kind of pants does Mario wear? Denim, denim, denim.
I don't get that one.
Denim.
Yep.
Ah.
I just didn't say it as musically. But
she's like, I'm not giving Corey
that win. You know what? You should have led with that. No.
Not helping.
I'm laughing because Wicked's laughing, not because I'm laughing at your joke, Corey.
Don't blame me.
I know. Thank you for that, though. Crofty, thank you for the 5. Don't forget to slap the like button on your way in. Thank you so much. Mountain Mutt, thank you for the $4.99. Dan, as soon as you release Man Buns Are Gay, you can get into the program, which means probably never.
Hey, it's coming before Winds of Winter, right?
I've been waiting so long. Hey, in my adult life, there's never been a Game of Thrones mainline title published, and I am convinced that his ghostwriter died. It just doesn't make
a lot of sense.
Yeah. I'm just not accepting anything else. That's ridiculous. All right. That is insanity. I like George's work, but yikes. Robert, thank you for the 199. Godspeed to the crew of the Artemis 2. I know it's getting ready to leave Earth's orbit for the moon. It's happening.
Did you watch the launch? It was in Florida. I couldn't see it in the skies though because it's very cloudy. So
Jay was like on his X. He's like, I stood outside for 15 minutes and waited to see.
I was at Disney Springs because I had just gotten out of the movie, and everyone was like off to the side. And I'm just like, I want to be like, you're not gonna be able to see it, like because everyone's just like looking up in the sky. I'm like, there's clouds. So I was on my phone, like I'm just looking at my phone. It was so funny.
Well, it's like I thought that I was going to miss it, like watching the clips online because they kept delaying it and then pausing the timer and delaying it. So I was getting worried that it was going to be put off. But, you know, they do have the certain window that they could have launched it in. But it did happen. So I'll be following it pretty closely online over the next couple of days, weeks, whenever everything's done and over. And of course, once it's actually back, then we'll get more information. So very interesting stuff.
I cannot see it because, the Earth is in the way.
It's Brazil.
Yeah.
The Earth is in the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But all right. So since we've made some good old retro jokes so far, let's start with some retro talk, because I know Dan is very big into retro games. I am. Wicked Virtue is as well. How do we want to have this conversation? So
let's just straight out get it out of the way.
Let's brag.
What's the most valuable thing you own in terms of retro game collecting?
Oh.
Or maybe collecting in general.
I don't know what my most valuable is. I know me, my most valuable things, like on a personal or emotional level, are like Lunar, Persona 1, literally every copy of every Zelda game that I have, because I have a million of them.
That Paper Mario sealed. It's not. Is it sealed?
It is sealed.
That's a strong candidate. Let me check. I know exactly what my most valuable thing is, because I use an app, not sponsored, because it's free. It's a free app called Game Eye. Do you know that app, Vera?
I don't think I do. You'll have to send that to me.
It's amazing. I'll send it to you because it's so important to catalog your stuff so you don't buy duplicates by accident. I started buying duplicates. I bought a second Prince of Persia: Sands of Time, and I was like, fuck, gotta catalog that somehow. So I think
for monetary though, so I do also a lot of collecting for like Magic the Gathering cards and stuff, and I have a lot of vintage cards, so those are really expensive. But I think in my video game collection, like one of the more pricey things would be a Turbo Duo TurboGrafx 1600. So I think that would probably be, like, off the top of my head, like one of the most valuable things monetarily.
The Turbo Duo is insane. I don't have the Turbo Duo, but I have the PC Engine Duo, which is basically the Japanese version. But it's amazing.
I don't know how much they are right now, but I also have a Vectrex, which is really, really cool.
Wow, I don't have that.
Yeah, I don't know.
So the most valuable game that I own is my boxed Chrono Trigger that is worth $533 as of now.
Wow.
And the cool thing is that the app looks eBay sales and stuff, crosses references everything, and it gives you the current price, not necessarily what you paid for it. And if you give it the price you paid, it also gives you how much your collection grew in value. So
that's really cool.
Yeah, so if you collect games like besides wanting to partake in this wonderful hobby, you also treat it as an investment, which is not a dumb thing at all. You can do it. So the app will show you how much you're earning with your retro games collection.
Is your Chrono Trigger CIB?
No, it's just boxed. And imagine if it was CIB.
I'm not trying to flex, but
you do have one?
I do.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah. Soon I'm going to be doing collection videos for my second channel, and I'm going to have to show off some of that because...
So the CIB Chrono Trigger is worth $813.
Ooh, swing.
Damn.
I've collected a lot of stuff, but I also worked at, video game stores. And so that also, for a long time, I was collecting things. And I also grew up playing video games. So there's a lot of stuff that I had gotten personally. But, I do agree, Hypernauts, don't ever let anyone in my house. I don't know anybody to let in my house. What's Wicked going to do? Come over and steal my shit? I mean, maybe.
I'm going to be like, I don't know.
A lot of collectors hire insurance. They hire insurance for their collections. I know Metal Jesus Rocks. You know Metal Jesus? Mm-hmm. Vera? He made a video about the
God, it's gotta be so much money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But yeah, I'm trying to look up Paper Mario.
I don't have anything in the box.
What about you, Wicked?
I don't have anything in the box, unfortunately. I'd have to look because I'm just happy to have this stuff and I want to actually play it. You know what I mean? So I didn't look up the value or anything, but I have quite a few like 64 games. And oh, you know what? Here, let me show this up. I just got this at a it's like a flea market thrift store thing, and I hope it works.
No. Why isn't it making you? Why isn't it blowing you up? Jeez Louise.
But I just got this. You can see it's all loved. But yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing.
There we go.
Is that the one that the camera's like upside from up down, like you see?
It might the name be. Of it? I haven't. It's just Jurassic Park for the Super Nintendo.
It's not like Zelda. There's a name for it, like Diablo games. I forgot.
Wait,
I forgot the word.
Like the bird's eye view, like.
Yeah, but it's not.
Like
it's not like Zelda. Down? It's not just top down. There's a word for that specific angle.
Third person.
Forgot. Maybe the chat. No, isometric. Thank you.
Oh, gotcha. Isometric.
Okay. Yes.
I don't know. Yeah. I have to put it in. Now, as far as like collector stuff, this isn't a game, but I think this is probably what I have that's worth the most. I have a Spider-Man picture signed by Stan Lee, and there's a picture of him proving, and it's him signing the picture that I have.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's in my living room on the wall. That's probably the like most valuable thing I have. I haven't looked up, but I'm just guessing that that's worth a lot.
Oh, probably. Yeah. I'm certain. I know one thing that I have that Wicked would love to steal from me, and that is my Resident Evil.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
And black.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to flex on you, milady.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not trying to. It's CIB.
You know what? I've got two. I've got Resident Evil 2.
Well, okay. I don't have mine right next
with
to
me.
me.
With a plastic box. That I never seen that plastic box.
They sell them on eBay, and it's cool because I mean, if you can get the cardboard box, great, but like for Super Nintendo and Nintendo 64, a lot of times people sell them without them because they just like deteriorate over time. So these are nice. I have a bunch of them.
That's why it's much easier to find box games for Sega consoles.
Yeah,
because they used to do the plastic box thing. The Genesis was plastic box. The Super Nintendo was paper box, and so it's much harder to find.
And they're so hard to find, like if you're buying them off a platform like eBay in perfect condition, because they have so much shelf wear and so much damage to them, and that stickers were put on boxes when they were released. It makes it so hard to collect them sometimes.
Yeah. So Vara, your CIB Chrono Trigger is worth more than your sealed Paper Mario. Is your Paper Mario American?
Yes.
So your Paper Mario is worth $677. So the Chrono Trigger game, just being CIB, not even new, is like more expensive than that. It's 800 and something.
Damn, that's cool.
Crazy. Yeah.
See, this is my thing is I'm never gonna sell it, so I usually don't check the prices of things anyway.
Yeah.
But there's something important anyway because of your family, because you're building like it's an investment, as we were talking about. A friend of mine passed away 2 years ago. His name was Raphael. There's a couple videos on my channel with him playing the guitar. He was the other retro collector in my town. So like it's me and him. So I'm buying his collection from his mother. And he didn't make that research. He didn't use apps like that. So I'm having to do that research now because I want to compensate his mother fairly. Because that's the point of it. It's like what good is it having this awesome hobby that doubles as an investment if my family will not benefit from that after I'm gone?
Right.
So I'm looking at the prices of everything. I'm doing that work, that research, because I think that's the whole point of having a hobby that doubles as an investment. So even if you don't plan to sell it, have more or less a ballpark of what everything's worth. If you can catalog everything individually, even better, because God forbid something happens to you, your family will know what is worth And it's like, even if your family doesn't know squat about retro games, they will know what it's worth, and they will know how to sell it without being ripped off.
I also feel like if I knew how much everything costs, I just have a panic attack 24/7 over it. So maybe it's better that I don't know.
The app gives you what your entire collection is worth. I'm not gonna say mine, but it says here.
Well, put in the group chat that we have for the stream. Put what you have in the app so that we can use it.
Because I would definitely love to actually have things cataloged easier.
And the guys are cool. They follow me on X. They are not political.
Well, that's good.
And I'll put it on the chat too, so the guys watching can check. Just type Game Eye on your app store.
Nice. I'll have to check that out, because it will actually be useful, even though I'll probably have like a nice good panic attack over seeing these numbers.
You probably take, man, my collection was very small when I started to use that app, and it took me like a week to catalog everything. I don't know, you're probably gonna take a long time to catalog it, but it's fun. It's a fun thing. If you like, you will go through a lot of old stuff that you haven't seen in a long time. It's cool.
Well, I'm also somebody who has like I don't know how to explain this as simply like a barcode scanner, and then I catalog my books.
They have that. They have the barcode scanner. It's going to be super useful for you. It's not useful to me because they don't have Brazilian barcodes registered, so fuck me.
Right, the ISBNs,
yeah. But it's going to be super useful to you, like, bah, bah, bah. And they have also a feature that they recognize the cartridge. You see, if you just show the cartridge to the camera, it recognizes, oh, it's that game. So if you have like a pile of cartridges, you just go like, bah, bah,
that's pretty sick.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's pretty cool. Not sponsored.
Not yet.
Kind of looks like I'm sponsored. I don't know how they would sponsor me because it's free.
Yeah.
I don't know how they would do it.
I don't know either.
I don't know what's their.
Do they accept like
model.
Donations or anything like
that?
Probably, yeah. Because they do need some kind of funds, I'm sure, to like keep people around and programming and doing things. So
but you can tell that they love it. You can tell that they are passionate about it very much.
Yeah, that's really, really cool though.
It's cool.
So I'm curious, if there was right now a game that you both would want to get for your collections, like whether it's because of sentimental value or simply because you just want the most expensive game possible, what games would you guys want to add to your collections?
I have a list of dozens. Let's see.
For me, I'm a big retro horror fan, so I would love... I don't have Haunting Ground. I don't have Rule of Rose. Those are two that I would love to get eventually, and I do need to get. But unfortunately, these titles are so freaking expensive. It drives me insane.
I would love to find the original Civilization in box.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The original Civilization. I would love... You girls are gonna laugh at this. I wanna have the box Windows 95. I have Windows 98, which is right over there.
It's so random. But
there's Windows 98 right here. I want Windows 95 because it was my first. But my first PC was a Windows 95. And that one is 98.
I mean, I guess I understand why. It's just like very random, like in this world where you could get literally anything.
I want Windows 95. It's hard to find. It's not that easy to find. I would also love to have the PC big box version of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
Ooh, yeah, that would be cool to have. That's true.
Yeah. Man, there's a bunch. Oh, the first two Monkey Islands.
Oh, yeah.
First
Dan
couple Monkey Islands.
Island.
I have 3 and 4. It's on a shelf that you cannot see. But yeah, the 3 and 4 are easy to find. 1 and 2 are not easy to find.
I would say, like, off the top of my head, because it's purely nostalgic reasons, and I think I might have the Super Mario for the Super Nintendo, the Super Mario Brothers. I would like to have that just in box, like new. You know what I mean? Like I have Aladdin, which is another one I like. I
I
forgot
have
about
that
these.
one
Oh,
in
yeah.
box. I have that
Yeah.
in box too.
I forgot to show
It's
this
awesome.
off. And Lion King.
Yeah,
It's even protected. It's protected
that's
too.
Awesome.
Wow.
Yeah. I get
Yes.
those covers too.
Yes. And I know Dan will like this one. It's not in the. I do have the box, but it's not in the box right now.
Perfect Dark.
Nice.
I
Perfect
love
Dark's so
Perfect Dark.
good.
I just scanned
Hell
this. So this is what I was just sitting there doing. I was scanning this on the Game Eye.
Did it recognize it?
It did. Yeah.
That's awesome.
And then Street Fighter 2 for Super Nintendo. I have that. I don't know if it works because I was having an issue
Somewhere
with
in
that
there.
Super Nintendo, but I want that like in the box. That was the first game I ever played. I was 4. I picked it up and I learned how to do Chun-Li's kick. And then my older brother didn't want to play with me anymore. He was like, "She's cheating," and I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
Classic.
Vara,
Yeah.
do you have a box Super Nintendo?
I do.
Wow.
I do.
Yeah,
I
look
do.
at that. It's my actual childhood
Wow.
box.
Fancy schmancy. Yeah.
With
I
That's
the
a
have
flex.
Supergirl world.
I have a lot of my consoles above me, but my problem is that all of my Legos are currently covering them. So yeah, you're not even gonna be able to tell. Like up there, I have like my Genesis, my
Genesis,
action
yeah.
set,
See it.
stuff like that. So
Nice.
kind of hurts my soul a little bit that I can't show them
displaying
off
boxes,
easier.
displaying box consoles is tough.
Yeah, because they take up so much space, but the Legos do too.
I just noticed the box Link to the Past. That's amazing.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I
have a box one too, but it's
Mhm.
European. Wah, wah.
Yeah, I actually have. I think I have 2 of them.
Wow, it's in great condition too.
Yeah, all of
Wow.
my.
That's
I have a
awesome.
big box SNES collection that's pretty solid. Primarily because I just kept buying them and not opening them or playing them.
I have this one, but
Hey.
Yeah.
yeah.
Fantastic. Hey, you guys heard about the rumors of the remake?
Yeah.
crazy.
There are rumors circulating that they want to remake Ocarina of Time, that they want to split it into 2 parts of a remake, like Final
Here we go.
Fantasy.
Like, yeah.
Yep. And that
And then we get Link like cooking and shit. That
the
sort of stuff.
classic.
Yeah.
Classic.
That
But
sort of stuff. I don't know how you guys feel about the new Final Fantasy VII, but it's like so many artificial inflating of game time that it's like, man.
what do you mean you don't like playing minigame after minigame after minigame on top of a
It's
new
like-
minigame and a minigame and a minigame? What do you mean?
I don't want to do mundane stuff with my characters unless I'm playing The Sims or something. It's like I don't need to go through every single aspect of a character's life.
Yeah.
That's a girl
Like,
thing.
bullshit.
Yeah, it's tough because I do like Final Fantasy VII Remake, but I don't like it nearly as much as I just prefer the original. Like it's just not as special because it feels very safe corpo remake.
Very Americanized.
Yes.
It's like I don't want to I go to Japanese games precisely because I want to run from the West bullshit and stuff. It's like so when companies like that start Americanizing themselves, westernizing themselves, it's such bullshit. That's not what I go to you. That's not why I go to you guys. Just keep being Japanese, please.
It's like how, unfortunately, so many Japanese companies now have sort of invested in DEI practices, and then they feel like, oh, if we modernize our products a little bit, that we'll get more investment money, we'll be able to make more of these games, and it never works out that way.
Yeah, it's the opposite.
Yeah, it definitely is. But speaking of the remake, I did have this pulled up on a tab because I made a video on it a couple days ago. But there are people that are saying if talks about Ocarina of Time's remake are true, I really hope Nintendo revisits how they portray the Gerudo and avoid any Orientalism trope. So now it's, oh, well, now we need to
weirdos, man.
modernize it.
Yeah.
Did you expect anything different?
These people are weird, man. That's why I love retro games. Like the past is there, it's untouched. Nobody can ruin it. People can remake it and ruin the remake, but the original is there. That's always my go-to. I always prefer originals to remakes, save rare exceptions. But yeah, man, play retro.
Yes.
Yeah. The only problem with it is I mean I love retro. I'm a big collector. It's so expensive a lot of the time though, and that's an issue is recommending it. And sure, you can get like emulators and stuff, which is cool.
Yeah.
But man, it's like you want to pick up some of these games that you might have grown up playing hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
Yeah, reproduction is the future of the hobby.
Yeah.
Reproduction boxes, reproduction games themselves, cartridges. There will be people 3D printing cartridges and making the chips themselves. That's just going to be the way of the future. It's inevitable. But meanwhile, we can enjoy it because those things, they're not making more of these things. Or maybe they start doing it. Like maybe gets a resurgence like vinyl or something.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
Yeah, don't count on it, though.
No,
let it be a pleasant
not.
surprise.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Jose, thank you for the 199. I helped Gary get a first edition LOTR US book print.
Wow.
Ooh, that's sick.
Awesome.
I didn't take it down, but I have a boxed SNES Lord of the Rings game as well, which is in my heart very, very special to me.
I saw that game. Where did I see it? I saw it in the list on my EverDrive. Do you use EverDrives? Vara?
Not really, no.
It's great when you want to play some rare game that costs thousands of dollars, like Earthbound or something, but you want to play it on your Super Nintendo.
Right.
But so you just get an EverDrive.
I should,
it's great. I saw, but I saw that game on my EverDrive, and what is it about? What it's like an RPG or something?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, but
interesting.
I've used EverDrives, but I don't have one. Maybe I don't know. I just use emulators, but I'm always more than happy to fall down a new rabbit hole and to find something else to get. I mean, geez, you don't have to tell me twice.
Oh yeah, and it is a rabbit hole. It's like there's different types. There are EverDrives that support the Mode 7 games. There are cheaper ones that don't. It's crazy.
It's sick.
You can get in a lot of rabbit holes with retro. Like the smallest piece of equipment.
I have it, but not in the box. I think it works. I have to try it. I have to try it out. But this is the first game little me ever played, and
that's the original, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Super
Nintendo.
Awesome.
I love Chun-Li. That's my girl, man, forever.
Chun-Li is great.
Somewhere here, yeah.
Robert, thank you for the 499. Also, Dan, I feel like there's an inside joke with you and FNT I don't get. Question mark.
There are many.
Dan probably doesn't get it either.
Yeah,
too many.
I was gonna say which one.
Yeah.
Goose, thank you for the 5. The future is Eastern games. There are still occasionally good Western games that come out, but very few and far between now, especially compared to Eastern titles.
I think they mostly come from indie.
Yeah.
The indie market.
It's true. It's just unfortunate that we're in this situation now where you can't just pick up a game and it's most likely going to be good, especially with the identity politics that are happening, never mind the low quality just across the board. Even with that aside, like it's so depressing. But hey, at least we do have the old games and the retro games that you can still enjoy and the occasional new experiences.
Yeah, there's some people who try to shame me into playing modern games. Like, why would I take something that, yes, it can be good, but why would I trade something that I know it's good for something that it can be good? I'd rather not have unpleasant surprises.
Yeah. I mean, that's true.
But game is kind of wild. Instead of having fun, why don't you try not?
Yeah, I just love buying modern slop. I love wasting my money.
I think there's an element of wanting to be part of a community, like being part of what everybody's doing.
Well, you know
There's
what?
An element
you
of
played
that.
Fortnite enough. I think you were part of the community. I don't know if you still play it. Probably not really, but I know you used to play with them. So.
No, but what I mean is, people want to be part of the newest cool thing. And that's why people are always looking up for the newest game, like the next new game. What's it gonna be? It's like they want to be part of the current conversation. And I just, I not only don't have that need, but I'm also repelled by that. I don't. If I see a bunch of people going right, I want to go the other way. It's like it's just how I'm wired, I guess.
I understand what you mean by that, because normally, even if I'm interested in a new game, I wait to play it because like everyone's playing it. The only time I didn't do that was Resident Evil 9 because I am a huge Resident Evil fan. I was like, I am playing it. I'm not getting spoilers, and I beat it within the first week that it was out. And
I hear only good things about that.
It was good. Did you see that I met Nick Apostles, the one who plays Leon? Well, he voices. And
I didn't see that.
I met him at MegaCon. He was really cool.
Is he the same voice actor from the other games too? Or?
Well, he's done the remakes, right? Because he was a fan growing up. Like he's like
that's cool.
40, I think. So he was a fan of the franchise, and now he's Leon now, and he's done the remakes in the newest game. And he told them things like, put this in there from this game, people would love it. And they actually, there it is.
I'm not jealous, Wicked.
I know you're not. Why would you be? Awesome. But so the things in Resident Evil 9 that they threw in from Resident Evil 2 and just like previous games that made us fans, like he told them to do that and they listened. I'm like, I respect that. Like that's fan service right there. But yeah, I've been fangirling over it because, the ladies love Leon, but Nick himself, he was actually really cool. And I wish I could have talked to him longer because these people are so interesting hearing their stories, especially when it's a franchise that you love, like a game. It's like, and they're passionate about it too.
He's the one from Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, the remake. The remake
or
remaster.
The original too.
He was the original as well. When did 4? Oh, was he really? Okay, I thought he was just in the remaster. Okay.
I don't think so. I think he was in the OG.
Oh, okay. Well, then there.
Resident Evil 4. Yeah, it says here.
Yeah.
Okay, that might have been. Do you think that was his first Leon role?
Probably. Evil fandom wiki or whatever.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. So he's done that.
He did the motion cap too.
Yeah.
He did the
same with
motion
9
cap as well.
And then he did the. That's right. Yeah. Okay. I'm looking at it too.
That's insane. Resident Evil 4 is one of my favorite games of all time. The OG
that one's fun. I've done the remake or remaster, which I've heard is still good.
Have you played the original?
No, but I want to.
You gotta I know you can do that. Some people have a tough time doing that, but you gotta put yourself in the shoes of the kids of that time. And so like there was nothing like it. That is third person shooting before Gears of War. And that game did a lot for for Gears of War. It basically started the third person shooter genre as we know it today.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, they are clarified that Matt Mercer did 4 and 6. So OGs.
He was in the remake. The remaster was Nick. Okay.
Really?
But
right. Yeah. Sorry. It says here Resident Evil 4 2023.
Yeah. But my favorite Resident Evil is 2. I love RE2, but 4 is very good. Honestly, I love all of them for different reasons. OG.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I really like
the first one I played.
I really like the Resident Evil 2 remake. I still think that it's pretty good, but yeah, the OG's just it's also the nostalgia value is there as well. So
I'm saving my OG playthrough for this. It's gonna be nuts. It's gonna be wild to play it on 64. But
that N64 version is a miracle because I think the N64 cartridge is less than 100 megabytes, and the PS1 CDs in general is like 400 and something megabytes. So they shrunk that game like in 1/4 of its size and made it work. Made it work well because it's a great version. It's basically a miracle. I think there's a Digital Foundry video about that game on the 64. It's pretty interesting. But yeah, it was the first Resident Evil I ever played. The second one, I remember it took so little to make us afraid on those days with games because you had to use your imagination a lot, and so the lack of detail would work in the game's advantage, actually, because it made the kid have to use their imagination. And often our imagination is worse than the actual thing. So
that's true. I remember my cousin, somebody was playing the first Resident Evil for PlayStation, and I was terrified. I'm like, how are you playing this game? And I'm like, look at me now, all grown up playing all these games. But I thought it was wild. I'm like, why would you want to play that? I'm gonna go play Crash, okay?
Yeah. Me and my friends used to mute the TV, so it would be less scary. We would play Resident Evil with on mute. Do you girls remember what was the first time a video game made you actually feel fear, made you afraid? Ooh. What was the first game that made you scared?
That I played, let's see, I would say Resident Evil 1, seeing it, but playing myself, wow. It was something, Vara, you might know which one. It was has Sophia in the title. I remember PewDiePie playing it, so you had to run around and like twist the thing to keep the light on. Like, that terrified me. Like, because I didn't really play scary games until like probably within the last like. It's something with Sophia. The chat might get it, but you had to like run around rooms, and if you like cranked whatever and the light stayed on, you were fine. But they had this one moment where like she still would come, and she popped out, and I screamed like. I don't even know. Like,
PewDiePie used to play some pretty scary games back in the day.
Yeah. You know what? Slenderman's a good one too. Sophia's Curse. Yeah. I think that's what it was. And Slenderman
Sophia's Curse.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Dustborn. Yeah, that's a good one.
God, don't even bring that shit up. All right. I don't want to talk about Dustborn. But I think for me, like, the first games that, like, either creeped me out or freaked me out were like watching my sister play like Resident Evil. Fatal Frame has always been really creepy to me. I love Fatal Frame now, but you know, when I was young and I didn't love it, you know, I was a little bit terrified, but also like playing games myself for the first time, probably things like Resident Evil, Silent Hill, you know, kind of the hallmark horror titles that we all know and love now, and that generally like get butchered now when they're remade. So it is very sad.
Feeling fear while playing a game was Alone in the Dark on the MS-DOS.
Wow.
It's considered the first survival horror game that inspired Resident Evil and all those other games.
Yeah, I didn't play that until like I was a teenager. And so I'd already been playing a lot of games by that point.
I was probably like 7 or 8.
Yeah, that's an interesting one to have like as your first like I'm never going to emotionally recover from this moment.
Yeah. It's like I needed to leave and leave the computer there and go do something else because it was just that scary. But if you look up the game today, it's like you laugh at it. It's just laughable.
Well, but,
when you get into the mood and there's nothing that you ever seen that's better, it's like it was. I remember being pretty scared.
You know, so this wasn't like my first one, but this one got me really good. I tried playing Alien Isolation in VR. I immediately noped right out of there. I was like, no, the alien comes down from the vents, and I was like, whoop, just yeet. I'm done. No,
I haven't even played it without VR, but I would not want to be playing that in VR, to be honest. I think I'm going to have to respectfully decline that opportunity and experience for me personally. I love Fear as well. Fear was great.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. That generation, that early 2000s generation of horror games was pretty cool. It was starting sort of like on the PC, at least between the PS2 and the PS3, starting to get like what we see as modern horror games nowadays.
You know what was even scarier in the early 2000s were all of the video game horror movie adaptations, like the Alone in the Dark one. Listen, I can't deal with these anymore. They're so bad a lot of the time. Some of them are charming, I suppose, but yeah, the Alone in the Dark movie in 2005 was a lot scarier.
Reality TV. I was like, yeah, because that was a different time, man.
Yeah, yeah, it was. That is for sure.
Check this out. I'll share the screen here.
cute. Let me do this. There we go.
Look at this.
Wow. Did you play this on stream, Dan?
I did. I played
Okay,
that on
I
stream
remember
once.
you playing this. Okay.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh my goodness.
I'm terrified already.
By the way, it looked much better on a CRT monitor. It's like
Yes.
very pixelated. Look at this. And
Beautiful.
the soundtrack was like, oh my god. Ah! Look at the early 3D of the I think this is 1992.
I love it.
Yeah.
And the difference, by the way, between MS-DOS and Super Nintendo, 1992 is the Super Nintendo age. So, on the MS-DOS, we were already playing 3D games. Look at the window. Oh, shit.
It looks sick.
And the guy, let's see if the guy gets closer. The guy just looks like X-Wing.
He just looks like X-Wing.
Look, it's X-Wing.
X-Wing!
Let's see if he gets closer. It's pixelated X-Wing.
It is.
So yeah. So it's tank controls like Resident Evil, and it's just like... It's basically Resident Evil. But I was pretty scared of that.
Yeah, not like you said, you're letting your imagination run wild and like not knowing, especially as a kid.
Yeah. I
Look
wanted
at
to
ya.
go up the stairs because the camera gets pretty close. Oh, look. It's X-Wing.
It is. Oh my god.
So yeah.
It's uncanny.
Believe it or not, it was really scary back in the day.
I believe it.
It's so good still though. But hey, I'll take games like that all fucking day over the trash we get now most of the
Absolutely.
time. Things are so like I don't know, unoriginal or uninspiring. There's just not a lot of passion left in games.
It's like a fucking movie. It's an
Yeah.
interactable movie. It's like a soap opera. Everything has to involve drama and it's loads of dialogue. And it's like, no offense, girls, but you can tell it was written by a woman.
No, I don't think it can.
Whoa, I agree
So-
though. I gotta be honest.
You're telling me
Yeah.
something right now.
Fucking General
Some
Hospital
lonely-
over here. Yeah.
Some lonely wine mom.
Well, now
It's
the
like,
lonely wine moms are making milk and farm books, so it's probably better that they stick to making the video games.
You're gonna
Yeah.
summon Disbrew.
I know. He loves it. Favorite book of the century for him, probably. Cabal, thank you for the 5. We went into space today, and not just space, but they'll go further into space than any humans before. It's pretty fucking monumental.
It
That's
is
crazy.
It's insane. It's awesome though. Pie Wacket, thank you for the 5. Dan, when are you going to stream again? Miss your humor and knowledge.
Thank you so much. Just taking care of some personal stuff, some family stuff before tackling Men Buns Are Gay. And after Men Buns Are Gay is done, I plan to dedicate a lot of time to my gaming channel. It's gonna be fun.
Nice.
Can't wait.
And Robert, thank you for the $4.99. The first game that truly freaked me out was
hell yeah.
Alien Isolation. I still haven't played it. I'm a fake
yeah.
gamer
Scary.
though.
It's pretty great.
I need
is
to. It's
pretty
been on my
great.
list for so long now.
Is there a VR version?
There is.
Yes, there is.
I played it. Well,
I
played
You
it
played
for
it
about-
for
Won't
like
get near
5 minutes.
I
no,
won't
that's
get
being
near it.
generous. It wasn't 5 minutes. As soon as that alien came down, I was like,
Yeah.
And the way that the game makes you, isn't it like this? Like the game makes you feel comfortable by like, there's a lot of time that nothing happens.
yeah, false
A long
sense
period
of
of time.
security.
Yeah, and it's like out of nowhere, it just throws random peaceful times at you, and then once you're all comfortable,
They're trying to get you past the 2-hour refund window.
ah,
That's it. But
yeah, makes sense.
I guess we'll see. I know they were. It was rumored that they were going to be making a follow-up to Alien Isolation, and then like there was a problem with the development, and then but the team got back together in another capacity. So maybe Wicked, you'll get a sequel to your favorite VR game.
Look at that.
We can only hope.
Yeah, exactly.
You spoke of refunds. Have you girls ever refunded a game?
I tried, but they got me with that 2-hour window. Okay, it was a game that it took place like in the 1940s, and it was this maid trying to solve, like, there was some weird stuff going on, like murders and stuff. And again, it takes place in the 1940s, and it turned out really gay. Like, she ends up being gay, she's lesbian and stuff. And
You
I'm like,
told me about that.
I got so mad because I was so into it, because it's like I like LA noir, like, kind of. It was like I love mystery and solving stuff like that, and it was anybody in the chat that was there remembers me bugging out. I
remember all the gays freely running around in the 40s.
Yeah, it was a thing, especially, and they were so open about it too. It was This Bed We Made is what it was called, and I learned from that game to do more research, because it was like, since you like LA noir, you might like this game. And I watched the trailer. I was like, oh, okay, it wasn't super expensive, but I tried to get my money back, but it was like just above the 2-hour mark on Steam, and I was like, now I have to finish it.
Turns out there was a lot of LA and not a lot of noir.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't remember the last game I refunded. I think it might have been Battlefield 2042 a couple of years ago, because it was super broken at release. But I unfortunately have to intentionally play through these bad games like 1348X Voto and Dustborn and Concord. So like, I'm already far past the refund windows.
Shit, yeah, my refund, I only refunded one game in my entire life, and it was Starfield.
Yeah.
And I paid early access. I paid for early access because it was the regular release was free on the thing. What's it called?
A Game Pass.
Game Pass. It was free on Game Pass, but you could pay to play like 1 week earlier.
Right, you could pay the $30 edition for it, yeah.
And I was like, I didn't get past the pronoun stuff. I know a lot of people got past it and it was like, oh, this is actually a terrible game besides the pronoun stuff. But yeah, I'm not ashamed to say it was the pronoun stuff. I didn't get to know it was a boring game. After that, I was like, nope. Yeah. I'm out. I'm back. And it was so funny because my brother was like, bro, you gotta give it a chance. You gotta choose one modern game to give it a chance, so you can be excited about video games.
And it was
again.
Starfield.
I was like, all right, I'm gonna give Starfield a chance because Bethesda. No. I love Skyrim. I love Fallout, and let's give Bethesda a chance. And it's like, yeah, let's go back to playing retro games only.
He went back into his cave after that. He cruised like,
basically.
No.
Nope.
Like, because I'm reviewing games, I generally don't refund because I'm going to play it for my audience to see, and then so people don't have to play it. But I initially gave Starfield like a 7. Yeah, I did. My opinion's different now. After I lost my fucking save going into the DLC, I thought it could have been better with mods, and I think I was a little too generous with that because, like, I love Skyrim, but also Skyrim vanilla versus Skyrim modded. They're so like the experiences are so different. But it did have a lot of gay shit in it. It did. But like the core systems that were there, I didn't think were that bad. I thought that it had something going for it. It's just they never did anything with it because they took the money and ran, which is how a lot of developers act now.
But Vara, that's luck. I think that's not something necessarily to be ashamed about because it's something I talk about a lot on TNME. It's the boiling frog thing. You guys who play modern games more often than me, it's like you've been fed this like little by little since probably the mid 2010s. Me, I only play stuff from the 80s, 90s, and 2000s at most. It's like waking up from a coma.
Yeah.
And waking up today in 2026 and it's going to be like, what the fuck is going on? It's like, that's why I'm more kind of oversensitive to that shit, and I don't tolerate it at all, because I've been used. I've been only used to 80s, 90s, and 2000s stuff.
Right.
So, yeah, it's like I see one of those things, a pronoun shit, and it's like, fuck that. No.
Yeah. I mean, I love being a video game reviewer, but having to play all of these games and having to dump, 50 hours into Dragon Age the Veilguard and 40 hours into Avowed. You grow thick skin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish
so mad at
I
me.
didn't have
like,
to,
I didn't
though.
Play it. You didn't play it? Everything's
No!
She's like, you have to play one of these crappy games. I'm like, I can't. I don't want to.
Yeah, I don't forgive you for this, Wicked. I don't forgive you.
Yeah, I get to avoid all the pain. You're right, Hyper.
It's like every time I'm on FNT and Gary says, "Oh, you have to watch this." It's like, fuck.
Yeah, don't you just love Starfleet Academy?
Yeah.
I wish it was that easy to avoid, but unfortunately it's not. Anti-Zero Space, thank you so much for the 20. Developers and game studios have lied so hard and have put so much BS in that I can't buy anything anymore till after it launches, and the worst part is MVP, minimal viable product, and then they are like, we will fix it. Yeah, it is unfortunate because it's not even just that, a game is only okay. It also is like the content itself might be all right, but then it launches buggy and broken, and so any enjoyment you might have gotten out of it at all whatsoever is instantly killed because the developers feel like, oh, we can just launch something in a half-assed state, and surely like people will stick around and come back and play it. Look at what's happening right now with Borderlands 4. That launched to 300,000 people concurrent on Steam at release 6 months ago, which was crazy. The new DLC can't even get over 20K because everybody's given up on it because it was so broken. That's unacceptable.
That's crazy. Yeah, it's just a thing of the modern industry now. Just you can count of a game on a game being released not done. It's like poor performance and stuff. Remember back in the day, it was super rare for a game to get a patch or something. I remember like a Diablo 2 patch that you had to get physically on the store. You could buy that patch. There's SimCity patches like
the SimCity
you could buy physically. It's like you had to actually get the CD or diskette with the patch to install it. So the internet facilitated that sort of thing. And now
we don't even put games on discs anymore. Now we just sell you a 5 gig download and then on the disc, and then you have to download the rest when it's put into your system. I love game key cards. Those are so great.
Shit, man.
I love being a modern gamer.
The latest Pokemon game was a key card.
Pocopia.
People were saying, "Oh, Nintendo won't do that with the first parties." I don't even know.
Like they did.
Is Pokemon considered first party anymore? I don't know. People say it's so separated from Nintendo nowadays. Nintendo still owns it. It's like Nintendo doesn't make
right, and they're invested in Game Freak, but then this one wasn't Game Freak, so yeah, I mean it
wasn't Game Freak. This one?
No, this one was not Game Freak.
Interesting.
Pocopia developer. It is it's not Game Freak. It is co-developed by Game Freak, but it's also Koei Tecmo Omega Force. So that's why it ended up being actually a good Pokemon game for once. Because Z to A was not solid.
The last Pokemon game I played was Pokemon Red. Just Pokemon Red. Pokemon. I got all 140 Pokemons on across the cartridges. I had to buy an extra Game Boy like a loser to trade with myself, because some evolutions you only get after you trade. The Pokemon won't evolve if you don't trade.
Yeah, like Haunter.
Yeah. I traded with myself. I got blue, red, and yellow. Got the 3 cartridges. So I got all 140 Pokemons. And before anybody says it, I know there's 141, but it's only possible with a glitch. So I did a glitchless 140.
Well, that's the way that it goes.
Aha! I knew someone would say it. Gotcha.
141. Damn,
He's got
buddy.
you, Hunter.
No.
The last.
Oh fuck! Yeah, I meant 150. That's what.
Oh, 151. Yeah. It didn't even register in my head. You said 141 until I read that, and then I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Now Twitter's going to attack me again.
Now we're gonna fucking community note your ass. You don't make any money off of your post.
I meant I got all 150 Pokemon that you can get glitchless. 151 is with a glitch. So sorry.
That's okay. A for effort. But speaking of Nintendo, speaking of Mario, boy oh boy, have the past 24 hours on the internet been very interesting because of the Super Mario Galaxy review. So Wicked, without any spoilers, you did go and see it. You have seen it so far. What were your general thoughts on the movie?
I liked it. I thought it was a good time. Now, compared to the first one, I would dock it maybe like a point and a half. Not for anything bad, just that there was like kind of a lot going on, but it was still a good movie. I laughed. There was a lot of cute moments. I had a good time. The kids in the theater were just loving it. I like going to movies like this when the kids are in there and you can just see how much they're enjoying it. Theater was packed. The merch is great. Love my Yoshi popcorn bucket, and you'll get yours soon. But yeah, without spoilers, it was great. I don't know what critics don't like good things. I don't remember how they reviewed the first one, but I love the first one. Like for me, the first one was a 10 out of 10 because like as someone who's a fan of Mario, this movie did what the first one did, where they throw things in from the game. She's like, it's from this game, it's from that game, and I love when they do that. So they did that with this as well. See, look at 9144. That
yes,
and
it's
Yoshi
so crazy.
Was in it. That's what made me so happy. As soon as he popped up, I was like, yes.
What's your score out of 10?
Out of 10, I would say probably 8.5 with the original being 10.
Not as good as the first one.
It's not as good, but it's only like my biggest like critique would just be that they had a lot going on in it.
I heard
like
the
a lot of
storytelling is super quick.
Yes, they had a lot going on. They could have made it longer or just maybe took some out and saved that for the third one. And I understand why they wanted to throw certain characters in there and everything. But that's the only reason. It went by too fast. I don't think that's a bad thing, that I wanted more, like it did a little bit longer to kind of maybe dive more into the story of other characters they had brought in. But they're already working on probably a bunch of movies.
I remember the first one being very fast paced.
Yes, this one is too. It's the same, but there's more characters in it. So it's not that I was mad about that, but I just docked it a little bit for that reason, because it's not even 2 hours long, and they go through it really fast. Yeah.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. I'm going to be watching it, I think tomorrow or the next day. I'll end up getting a chance to watch it. But I knew for a fact that the zeros that some of these journos were giving it just were not true. They said that this film is torturous to sit through and for me provoked periods of actual physical discomfort. Oh my God, you guys are a bunch of bitches. Holy smokes, right?
Sounds like a personal problem, dude.
Yeah.
Like, how is this the conclusion that you come to? I get you might find more enjoyment out of this if you are a Super Nintendo fan. I understand, but it just boils down to this wasn't gay enough for them, I suppose. And oh my God, there's too many flashy colors. A product that's actually made for children that doesn't feed them propaganda. I need to give this a bad score. Because,
and you know what? Also, Chris Pratt.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Can't have that. That's terrible and disgusting.
He's patriotic and Christian.
I know. How dare they hire him for this? But like you see things like this, a 44 critic and a 91 audience, and it just shows how out of touch they are. But we had talked about this a few months ago when the Five Nights at Freddy's sequel was coming out, because the journos also say they gave it a 16% and audiences gave it an 83.
Oh, people were being so weird with Five Nights at Freddy's because like, Vara knows this. Like the actual lore behind Five Nights at Freddy's is it goes very deep, and but like the like on the surface, the game itself seems kind of silly, right? Like you're working at a closed down Chuck E. Cheese. You're the, what would it be? The security, and the animatronics come to life and you gotta like survive them. So like when you look at it like that, it's kind of silly, but that makes the movie silly because it completely followed the games and it followed the lore and all the silly things that they do in the game. So you're not gonna like it if you're not a fan of the games. And people got like mad about that. They're like, oh, it's for the fans. Like, well, yeah, it was for the fans, and they did a good job.
Oh my gosh!
Like, how dare
a product made for the people who are actually gonna pay us. This is shocking. I've never heard of this happening.
Yeah, people are weird, man.
But there's definitely a growing disconnect between the audience and the critics, and by critics I mean the professional critics, like the industry critics. There's a disconnect, and that I think that's a very good thing.
I do too. I mean, it's very clear that these people just want social programming, and it shows how much of a Marxist all these people are. And so it's really great to see people finally call them out and not just instantly believe the reviews that these people are creating and instantly buy a ticket because they rate it positively or decide to cancel a ticket because they review it negatively, and people are actually thinking for themselves. They're not buying into collectivism as these journos want.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Which is really, really cool.
So we could, without a lot of detail, without spoilers, I'm just curious, did Fox feel like forced and like out of place?
No.
Did they did it naturally?
They did it naturally, but again, it was another one. Like, I feel like we're gonna end up getting a Star Fox movie, right? I mean, are they gonna introduce him and not give him his own movie? It fit in with the narrative, but everything was just so fast paced. They could have slowed it down a little bit and given us a little bit more. I'll leave it at that. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. I'm gonna watch it. I have my predictions for like other side characters that are gonna show up. I was worried though that he was gonna be like very quick in, very quick out, because there were so many characters they were rotating through, even with the character posters and the teaser trailers that they were launching. So I'm a little bit sad to hear that, but I mean, in general, like I enjoyed the first movie, and so if this is pretty close to that, I'm sure that I'll enjoy this the same way that I did the first. But I think Nintendo clearly knew that a lot of people were going to enjoy this, as it now is targeting a massive 350 million box office debut.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Ooh.
Do you think, how much did Project Hail Mary do? Do you think this is going to be like, I know it's a completely different demographic, but
I think it will easily beat out Project Hail Mary, because Project Hail Mary has not been doing good overseas.
Oh,
Whereas
interesting.
Super Mario Galaxy movie is going to have just a massive global audience.
Oh, absolutely.
Right now, I think Project Hail Mary, last time I saw it was at like 350 or 330, right around there. But yeah, I mean, Mario is notably much larger and much more established, and it's a global audience.
I would say like Mario as a character is as recognizable, or maybe more, than Mickey Mouse at this point. Like, you show Mario to your grandma and she's like, oh, it's Mario. It's like people recognize it.
Right.
In a mainstream way.
Yeah, definitely. And the breakdown here is that it's going to be an almost even split. So 175 million domestic, US and Canada, and then 175 international across 79 markets, excluding Japan.
Wow.
So, I mean, they think that this is probably going to make over like easily $1 billion, which I mean does make sense. Yeah, I would have assumed that right from the start as well.
The first one did 1 billion, right?
Yeah, the first one,
so,
Mario movie box office numbers. The final tally of it was 1.36 billion.
Wow.
So, yeah. It's a
I
lot of
that
freaking
one.
money. I did too.
But yeah, I liked this one a lot too. It's just we're probably gonna get a few different Mario movies, right? So we'll probably end up with like 4 or 5, and be like, okay, which one's your favorite? Rank them. One's always gonna be top. I just wish we would have got a little more. Like maybe make it 2 hours, and don't speed through it so much. But we also got to remember that this is like the unfortunately the TikTok generation, right, where the attention span isn't that great.
I gotta scroll, and I also have to cook dinner, and I have to read an article, and I have to watch 3 YouTube videos at once. Phew, phew, phew. I have to scroll. Yeah, that's definitely.
So sometimes like things that we don't want it like that, but they do that. And
I get the impression that that's a Japanese thing as well. That the craziness and fast pace.
Yeah,
probably. Yeah,
I don't know. Might be tripping, but I feel that that's a Japan thing too.
Yeah, I don't really know, but I mean, it would make sense. Really quickly, Ian, thank you for the 50 pounds. I thought Dan was shortless for a minute. Oh well, back in the drawer you go, Lotion. I think you meant shirtless, but maybe he was imagining you with your pants off.
No, he probably meant shortless. How do you know I'm not?
Probably, yeah.
He's like, keep the dream going, Ian.
I might be, yeah.
The shirt could actually be a new AI program, and it AI adds clothes, so he might actually be fully nude right now.
No, maybe he means the actual shorts. And maybe I'm not wearing any shorts. How do you know?
It's true, but he made it sound like he knew definitively, so sounds a little sus. But thank you, Ian, for the 50 pounds. And Anti-Zero Space, thank you for the 5. The reviews are too low for Ryan Kinnell and his queen, Brie. Hollywood reviewers exist. I haven't seen them in years. Yeah, it's actually pretty hilarious to see what happened, because with the first movie, it was like people were much more skeptical of Brie Larson, and that was a time when she was a bit more of a controversial figure, and the journalists were defending Brie Larson because of the score difference, and now it's fans that are sort of defending Brie and just sort of defending this movie, being like, it's pretty good, and she was pretty good in it.
Yeah, I agree with that. She was. When you compare her to people like Rachel Zegler, very mild. She made a couple stupid comments that her team, her PR team probably told her to make, and that
tells you how people are willing to forget if you just shut up.
Exactly.
Just shut up and act, do your job, and people are willing to forget. People are willing to give you the grace of just watching your stuff if you're good at it and you don't insult them.
Yeah.
Right. And it's so rare that
so simple.
Happens nowadays, that we see Hollywood respect fans and respect their paying customers. And it's like we were talking about with video games before, it happens with every entertainment industry. The thing is, like, how many industries do you know where you can release trash and specifically for a group that you do not currently market products to? Like, I wouldn't go to, I don't know, Macy's, or I wouldn't go to Walmart and try to buy a shirt with one long sleeve. I wouldn't accept the product when it isn't completed and we do in entertainment, or it's like a product that we didn't expect, even though we bought it with an expectation. It's just so sad that this happens.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah.
Also, Ian, thank you for the 50 times too. I meant shirtless. See, I knew what you were talking about, but that is my top typo of 2026 so far. I got you, Ian. I knew what you meant, but now you've clarified. Thank you for the 100 pounds total. Yeah, I assumed you meant shirtless because that's what you can see on Dan right now.
But now he got the lotion back, because now
he's got that other image in his head.
At all, yeah.
Exactly. But much appreciated. Very grateful. Speaking of fans being disrespected, of course, I think for the next half a year, we're not going to be able to do really any stream now without talking about Snape and without talking about what has happened with our Party City Morpheus over here.
Why has he got a zipper?
Yeah, how do you feel about the zipper?
Oh man, it's kind of gothy, huh? Looks like he's about to go on a Nightwish concert.
I mean, Nightwish is really good, but
it is, but it's not Harry Potter.
It's not Harry Potter, exactly.
He just looks like a Temu Sith Lord to me. I don't know. Yeah. He just looks so emo and depressed. And you know what? Maybe the kids at Hogwarts actually did have a good reason of not trusting this guy. Not because of the color of his skin, but because he looks sus as hell.
Man, that will introduce so many more dynamics to the character. That's like, now Harry Potter's dad is going to be racist.
You mean it's not racist to hang a black person from a tree? What are you talking about? You know,
that's totally gonna be it. They're gonna make him racist. Absolutely, they absolutely will.
Yeah, it's so sad that like this is what we've sort of come to, and like this right here is what we've got to. The students in Hogwarts hallways when they cross paths with Severus. This is my favorite meme out of all of them.
I think so Vara and I spent like a good chunk of the one day just like going back and forth with Snape memes. And
because it's like who really wanted to come on? I get that like they're trying. It's like the people that are working on this truly want to tank the wizarding world, which makes sense because they hate J.K. Rowling and they hate that she profits from it. But it's like they made these casting decisions to try to get people, as many people as possible, to boycott it because they want her work destroyed, which is really pathetic. And I don't necessarily think even in the first couple of seasons that this is going to matter all that much. I don't think it's going to change that much. But when you start getting into things like Half-Blood Prince and then all the way to Deathly Hallows, you are seeing all of these flashbacks and these story elements. And then that's when it's going to actually affect what's happening.
Yeah. But Vara, you know, sorry, Wicked. Okay. I don't think it's absurd to consider the hypothesis that the author, why am I blanking on her
J.K. Rowling?
Yeah, J.K. Rowling signed up on this because remember, she's a leftist. It's just that
she is. She's a raging feminist. She has one good take out of 1,000 bad
disagreement.
Ones.
She has one disagreement. Like, she agrees with 99.9% of everything else that those weirdos believe. And they cancel her because of the 0.1% that she disagrees with them. So how amazing is that you can be in line with the whole agenda, but if you disalign just a little bit, 0.1% with them, like they want you dead.
Well,
and they love to eat each other. That's just how they are.
Yeah, and her stance is coming from the lens of feminism because it's basically that women are being now oppressed by another group, and women are being wronged, and real women, biological women, are being overshadowed by, we'll just say, cosplaying women and the men in dresses. And so even that stance that she has is rooted in feminism. Now, again, it's a stance that the majority of people have, is that men are men and women are women because of that little thing called science and that little thing called biology. But yeah, otherwise she agrees with them wholeheartedly, and she was making changes to her characters to try to appeal to the audience that she is a part of, even with things like making Dumbledore gay.
Yeah. That's so
dumb, imagine
man.
That's the time that we live in now. They want to cancel her because she knows that a woman is a woman and a man is a man, like, and that makes them so mad. It
shouldn't even be a point of us having to defend her or praise her for a stance that most people have.
Yeah.
But we have to, because, well, we see what happens when these individuals do not get their way and they are not pandered to constantly. They get violent and they act in absolutely horrendous ways.
Yeah. But I think what you said about self-sabotaging is also very plausible.
Yeah.
Very plausible too.
She's already got her money.
They would do that. Those kind of people would do that.
Oh yeah. I didn't even think of it that way. You're right. But I mean, and her signing off also makes sense if you're going that route. Like if she thinks that way too, because it's just more money for her, even though she's already just like filthy rich. And what's funny to me is these people, you know, I use Joss Whedon as an example as well. Canceled, but they were going to bring Buffy back. That got canceled. Thank God. May come back some other way. I hope not. But the thing is, they want these people to have no creative input, right? Like they don't want J.K. Rowling to have any creative input on this show, but she's still going to get paid because she owns the property, right? Same thing with like Joss Whedon. If you take Firefly, if they go through with this animated series, he's going to get money from it. So you might as well just let them have creative input because they created something that you love, right? That the reason that you love this, franchise, show, whatever. So just let them have input because they're getting paid at either way. I don't know. That's just my thinking, but I'm just a girl on the internet. What do I know?
Well, yeah, but it's like J.K. Rowling probably doesn't care because it's still going to make her billions of more dollars.
Yeah.
Like, or her Wizarding World billions of dollars and her hundreds of millions of dollars. So, of course, she's like, I'm fine with a few changes because she would rather get another new adaptation and make that money over the span of however long it's going to take, probably 15 years for all of the seasons to come out, than them sort of drop the ball and start putting Harry Potter on the back burner.
Yeah.
So it's not particularly shocking that she'd be okay with it, but every promise they've made so far, it's going to be more faithful to source material because we have so much more time. Like J.K. Rowling had said that she's actually going to be helping with it and producing it and working closely with everyone. Several cast members have said that they haven't even met her and she's been on set maybe one day out of the entire thing. Like, everything they've told us has been a complete and utter lie at this point.
Yeah, and they probably want her out of any sort of promotion.
Yeah.
Has she tweeted about it at all? Has she announced it somehow?
She made a statement a few days ago about the Snape actor and basically said that he was the right choice for the job and that everyone should be nice to him.
I wonder how much he got paid to say that.
When the trailer dropped, she didn't utter a peep. Like she's in silence about it. She's not promoting it.
Yeah, but now but it's like a couple of months ago she was raving about it and saying that she worked closely with writers, and then after the trailer had released a few days ago, she was silent up until she made a statement on Papa Isedu, Snape's actor, facing backlash on social media, which I don't really know, like, why she even felt the need to. Like, clearly she doesn't seem to be very hands-on with it at this point. So if you're not going to be super hands-on, don't you think that it would technically be better for the show for her to not, like, talk about it a lot because, well, then you're just, like, stirring up more controversy with the people that don't like you? Because if she's not going to be actively promoted on it, then I don't really see the point. I mean, of course she can make statements about it. It's her creation. That's fantastic. If she wants to be affiliated with it, but it seems a little odd.
Yeah, I think they want her out of marketing as much as possible.
Yeah. Probably. And also, if they want to try to bring any of the other actors back for like promotion, then she wouldn't be able to be like a part of the scenario anyway because they want nothing to do with her. I don't know if you guys agree. I think that season 1 is too big to fail. I think everybody is going to show up to watch it.
Yeah.
But I think that once we get to like seasons 3 and 4, if it's not accurate to the source material and they make more controversial writing choices and casting choices, that is when they would see the viewership start to really tank and then potentially even cancel it. Now, I don't know if they would cancel it. I kind of think that this is something they'd see all the way through, even if viewership declined. But I think like after season 3, that's when they drop it if it's not doing as good as they expected.
That makes sense. I could see that.
Yeah, Harry Potter just has a lot of goodwill involved. And to ruin that goodwill, it would take a lot. It would take a lot of messing up.
Right. Because, like, look at Hogwarts Legacy. That game sold 40 million copies in 2.5 years. Well, now we've just passed the almost 3-year mark, but that's a lot of copies sold for a game. So they know that Harry Potter is still very financially viable and people still want more of the Wizarding World. So I don't see them dipping out early. But yeah, I mean, if the viewership halves by 50% or 60%, then yeah, I could see them dropping it because they don't want to take a loss.
Yeah. Remember, that reminds me of The Witcher. Remember on the first season how people were excited. People
yeah,
were
it seemed
optimistic.
good. It was hyped.
And yeah, had a lot of goodwill, had a lot of grace by people. And how that fell off from a cliff after the second and third season. And it's like, it's possible. It can be ruined. The goodwill and grace of the audience can be spat on very easily. So obviously Harry Potter is bigger than The Witcher, but it can happen.
Right. Because you can see based on the audience size, the percent that Witcher dropped and how quickly it dropped in Harry Potter. It could be the same exact thing. I mean, you're definitely not wrong. Also, really quickly, Daniel, thank you for the 5. Harry's dad will have a good time if it makes it to Half-Blood Prince. Boy, oh boy, is that when things start getting very, very spicy. Other than Harry being like, what is going on in Hogwarts? I don't trust that guy Snape. Not for any specific reason. That guy just looks a little bit suspicious.
Yeah.
None of the kids trust him. All of Snape's co-workers hate him. Like, surely it's not because of his skin color, right?
That's what I said. It adds so much social dynamics.
It does.
New social dynamics, and it's like, it's awkward.
Yeah, it is pretty... Ugh, God, it's pretty terrible all around. But now we even have like The Verge coming out, and they're saying that there's no ethical consumption of HBO's Harry Potter series, and that J.K. Rowling has made it abundantly clear that she will continue using her fortune to harm transgender people. Oh my gosh, guys, she just can't have an opinion.
Ethical consumption. What the fuck is that term?
Yeah.
That's so gay.
Oh, and what's hilarious is that it is edited now. They had initially spelt transgender wrong. They didn't even add the S, so it was transgender. Like, yeah, that's how much you guys fucking respect the trans community. You couldn't even spell the word right.
They probably wrote that in tears.
Probably. They're coping and seething, giving the fucking Mario movie a 0. They're getting ready to give Harry Potter a 0. You know, that's just how these people are, though, which really isn't shocking.
No, misery loves company, and I think
I'm the most miserable, so
that's true. And you don't even really play games.
Me, I've never played a game in my life. I don't even own a video game. What is that? But
she just plays Candy Crush.
Yeah, I love Candy Crush. Oh, Temple Run used to be fun. I was a big Temple Run person.
To be honest, I did
remember
too.
that on the iPad, yeah.
Yeah, which basically was just like Indiana Jones the game, but
yeah.
It is what it is, and it was what it was. But speaking of fan backlash as well, this is one that has been blowing up online over the past day. Millie Alcock, she did a good job, in my opinion, in House of the Dragon, but now that she's Supergirl, she has decided to start using her gender as a criticism shield. She talked about what she learned from Game of Thrones about potential fan backlash, and she was saying, it definitely made me aware that simply existing as a woman in that space is something that people comment on. We have become very comfortable having this weird ownership of women's bodies. I can't really stop them, and I can only be myself. What kind of Looney Tune feminist statement is this? No one is saying, oh, I don't like you as Supergirl, so that means I'm like feeling that I don't own your body. So what the fuck is she even talking about?
I think she's coming out with this because she knows, I mean, look at the reviews for Superman, right? And you know, the people aren't really loving the Supergirl trailer, and they just don't really have faith.
It's just more James Gunn the movie.
Yeah, so because of that, this is her like going on the defense immediately. Like, well, if they don't like it, it's because they just don't like women. And it's like, no, we don't like it because, well, we can't say we don't like it, but if we don't like it, it's because the writing's bad. It's about the dog again. Like, it's they could have made a good Supergirl movie, right? Like, okay, they're making it where she's an alcoholic and she is just, you know, torn apart because she lost family, friends, her whole planet got blown up. So she's just drinking her sorrows away, right? Okay, that's lame in my opinion, but I think she does that in some of the comics, so I can't really speak on that. They do that, and then they show her come up and realize, wait a minute, like I did find my people, like, Earth, whatever, some planet maybe, right? That she decides, like, I'm going to actually be a hero. That would be something worth watching. But no, now it's like, oh, her dog got poisoned and she's going to rip through the universe trying to get the cure for James Gunn's dog because it's just his dog in CGI. And it just seems, to me, it seems so boring. If I'm proven wrong, great. If I go sit down and I watch this, I'm like, oh, it's a good popcorn movie. Fine. It was fun. I will say that I was wrong, but I don't think I am. I think it's going to be kind of...
I'm so sick and tired of the insufferable bitch archetype. It's like it's becoming such an ongoing trope. It seems that it seems like a very... It's like a 14-year-old view, a 14-year-old's view on what a strong woman is.
Yes.
A very superficial and dumb view on what being a strong woman means.
It's very parentless behavior mindset where it's like, I can't rely on anybody. I can't love anybody. Nobody sees me for my value. And that's just what feminist media really is it's, I can't rely on anybody else because of the patriarchy putting me down, which is it's so tiring to constantly see this. If we had one of these characters every couple of years, people would be fine with it because it would be different. But now that it is the norm, it is instantly rejected. And why are any of these people in Hollywood shocked by that? When you shove something down people's throats enough time, they're going to reject it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's very interesting. The insurance is a form of insurance policy, what she's doing right there, because the movie fails. Oh, it's because I'm a woman, right? So she has as you said, like her shield up already, shielding her from criticism, shielding the movie from failure. Because if it failed, it's not because it's a bad movie at all. It's because of the misogynists.
Again, she's going the route of attacking the fans instead of like what Ryan Gosling said, which was amazing, where he's like, we're supposed to make stuff that people want to come see. Most of Hollywood doesn't think that way. They're like, you're supposed to just like what we put out and deal with it and keep your mouth shut and enjoy it. But we're bigots, we're racists, we're all that stuff if we don't like something they put out just because it was trash. So yeah, she's playing the victim role already. Just like, say it was a gay guy, right? A gay guy movie. He would come and say, like,
whatever.
Yeah, whatever they think is. I don't personally feel like a victim because I'm a woman.
You should, and the patriarchy's conditioned you to not talk about your feelings.
I know. I only know how to make really good sandwiches, and I get lost very easily. Like, that's my role. I've accepted it, okay?
But I mean, it's not surprising to see this happen because we saw it happen with the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. Reva's actress instantly went into conversations about racism. Papa Asadu is doing it with Snape. Oh, you're only criticizing because I'm black, and now I'm getting death threats because I'm black. It's not specifically because you're black. They're probably
getting to their DMs every single day, looking forward to, oh, finally got one here. Now I'm gonna tweet about it.
Probably. And that's such a depressing mindset. Is all jokes aside, I know people love to say, you hate all the games you play and you hate all the movies you talk about. Yeah, I know. I hate everything. Fuck my life. But also, these people, they don't have any respect for what came before. And that, it's like they're stepping into this position, they're stepping into this role, but they have no care in the world of what truly happens for it. The reason why I and you and all of us in this sphere are criticizing movies, TV shows, video games is because we want them to get better. We are investing our time and energy into trying to get these companies to change for the best and to go back to the way they used to be. But actresses like this, they just view it as a payday, which, sure, in a way I understand that because it is just pay, but they have no care in the world. And that's so depressing and so sad.
Just criticize whatever you want and be negative as much as you want, because I posted a fucking picture of a fucking old ass TV.
Oh, I have to go community note you.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter what you do. Yeah. It doesn't matter what you do. They're going to complain. So just might as well be negative.
Yeah, well, right. Just be yourself. Who cares?
Be yourself. Might as well be yourself and be criticized by actually being yourself.
Yeah,
so,
but these
because
people
you're going
to
be criticized anyway.
Well, right, exactly. And these people have no love for tradition. They have no respectful bones in their bodies. They don't care about things like the hero's journey. They simply want to program people. And of course, they love victimhoodness. They think that this is going to lead them to success. And sure, in the case of Millie Alcock, I think that a few things I've seen her in, she's been pretty good. And I'm sure that she will generally do good as Supergirl. But the problem isn't even her. It's also the writers and the script and the general James Gunn tone, which is a problem. And she's not the one that's making that decision. But if her like PR team is telling her to speak this way, or if Warner Brothers is telling her to speak this way and make these types of statements, yeah, I would not be happy. That is for sure. Maybe she does genuinely feel this way, because I know on House of the Dragon, she worked with a lot of non-binary individuals and transgender actors. So maybe that is, seeping into her brain a little bit. But yeah, just
but two things can be true. I think it might be that she feels that way, but definitely nothing on that level with that level of visibility. No one involved in that level of visibility is allowed complete freedom in what they say, precisely when the trailers is coming out and people are paying attention. Right. Like, that's probably very likely she was fed that.
Yeah,
I think, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I could agree to that as well. But I guess technically there is a plus side here. She's not as insufferable as Rachel Zegler, add a little asterisk, yet.
We add that and everything. It's like, well, you know what? As long as she hasn't gone full Rachel Zegler, so, it's fine for now.
But
I guess I have to give her
quite
a plus.
bar. Quite a bar she set, too. So,
it is.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you guys really have.
You're not as evil as Stalin. Oh, cool.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Do either of you have a lot of hype for this movie? Even because I know, Wicked and I, we're like the target audience. We're women. We're on the younger side. We're fans of superheroes. I just don't care. I mean, maybe it'll be a decent popcorn flick, but
that's what I was thinking. Maybe, but
I'm just sick of James Gunn's work.
Yeah, I'm not excited for it.
Yeah.
I don't know much about He-Man, but I liked that trailer. I thought it looked kind of interesting. I'm more excited for that one.
Yeah, when does that come out? I don't remember the exact date. Yeah.
I think it's in June.
I just don't remember the exact. Yeah, June 5th. Okay.
Yeah,
so it's at the beginning. That's also got a hell of a budget. Supergirl's rumored 100 to 150 million, and He-Man is rumored 170 to 200 million. That's without marketing. So, that is going to be quite a battle for them, I think. But that's a lot of money.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a lot. I think He-Man, I don't know if He-Man will make more money. It's possible, but I think it's going to be enjoyed by people more. It just seems like
there's a big race swap on He-Man.
Yeah, Idris Elba.
The original fans are pretty mad because it's a major character. It's not it's not
some like random side character that you see once and that's it.
It's
not
his mentor. It's Man at Arms. It's his mentor.
We need to reject Kevin Smith's junk. Kevin Smith did a terrible job with Master of the Universe. Trash his trash. Hollywood needs to learn a freaking lesson here.
The only plus that I say with that is like, because again, I'm not a fan of I didn't watch. It's not that I'm not a fan. I just didn't grow up watching He-Man. At least Idris Elba's a good actor. They didn't just replace it makes you think maybe because of his acting skills, not to do a race swap because they could have just thrown in anybody in there. I don't know though. We'll see.
Yeah, I think
it's still unnecessary to do it. Like you could have found an actor that looked the part and could act as well.
Yeah, and
easy, I'm sure.
King Grayskull is race swapped as well, right?
It is.
I think.
I don't remember.
Anyway, they're making a lot of changes, and they are making a lot of very terrible decisions. I don't like Jared Leto. I think his voice is pretty decent from what we heard.
I think Skeletor looks pretty good. Like, it seems interesting. I know people weren't like, not that they're mad, but a critique was that it's not the like until next time. He had like that funny voice from the cartoon, but I think that it's
I always
because
saw Skeletor like kind of a Joker kind of character.
Yeah,
like crazy,
like the ha 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 ha, the laugh. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. Sorry,
but I think maybe they did that because like it didn't seem like they're taking themselves too seriously in this, but maybe they're like, let's kind of be serious a little bit, so they went with the more was like a British accent or something instead of the silly Skeletor. I don't know.
Sounds like Sean Connery.
He does a little bit.
But kind of, actually.
Yeah.
But I think I'm more excited for He-Man at this point, but I think my issue is just my expectations are so low for both of them. Unfortunately, it's like they both could end up coming out and being really bad.
Yeah, it's like it's a little island of it's a little average island on a sea of shit. So of course it's like, oh, let's go there.
Yeah. But I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens with both of them. But yeah. You guys were talking about it in the chat. I meant that Kevin Smith's had race swapped Grayskull, and so it's like they're kind of carrying forward that tradition of just like race swapping whoever they feel like and making all of these really terrible and questionable decisions. But I guess it can't get much worse than we expected, because we were supposed to get the Netflix show, and then like the live action Netflix show / movie, and then that was sort of morphed into this. But
that was supposed to be a show.
Yeah, it was supposed to be like a series. I think it was going to be a 6-part mini series, but it didn't end up panning out that way.
Interesting.
But Anti-Zero Space, thank you for the 5. It's about saving James Gunn's dog by an unshaved, drunken tuna woman from Hollywood. Karen Quill of Guardians of the Cul-de-Sac movie will be meh 5 out of 10. That is a perfect description of this, actually. I don't know. I don't even mind the drunk angle, because there were comics in which that happened. But is she going to have the full-blown redemption arc from being like a drunken, depressed woman to sort of being the woman that you expect her to be? I don't know. It seems that they're going in a very sassy direction with her. So maybe it will end up being okay. I hope so. But
yeah, it's interesting that she's kind of the anti-Superman, but his Superman, that Superman that's a bitch. That Superman is kind of a bitch, a beta male, and she is like this unsufferable asshole.
Yeah.
So it's like
very self-centered, egotistical, doesn't really care about what happens to anybody around her.
So they're both at the extreme unsufferable like sides of the leftist view of what people are, apparently.
And the disrespect that they show Superman in it too, like he's supposed to be very respected. And like the first trailer shows the dog peeing on his face, like on the newspaper, and it's like, come on, was that necessary?
They have no respect for the established characters and the fan favorite characters. But Hollywood also, I don't think that in this movie, I don't think there's any shot that they give her true hero's journey, just because Hollywood hates that now. And why would we actually want characters who grow and who like, I guess, grow up and change, and I don't know what that would be. Good storytelling.
Character arc.
Yeah, I know. I insane. Yeah, it's pretty sad.
It
but
is.
Well, it is what it is, I guess. Retromeister, thank you for the 15. I said this before and I'll say it again. Supergirl is going to be Captain Marvel 2.0. I would also mix with a trash versions of Guardians 1, maybe. And He-Man reboot has more of a Superman type story than we should have gotten with James reboot last year. I prefer the 2002 He-Man show with Cam Clark, aka Liquid Snake, as the character. Yeah, I mean, I basically agree with everything that you've just said. I do think that it will be a Captain Marvel 2.0 at its worst, and it's going to feel very Guardians nostalgia. They're trying to evoke that same feeling from it. So
yeah, I think so.
Yeah. But really quickly, last quick hit topic, just so we have it marked here since we were talking before about Eastern games doing so good. Crimson Desert has officially sold over 4 million copies. I love to see this happening.
Damn.
Yeah. You really enjoyed it, right?
I am. I'm having a blast with it. I've already put like 50 hours into it. I think it's super fun. I do know that it has a couple of technical difficulties, but I also love to see people like David Jaffe lose. I'm a little, I'm a little bit of a person who has a little bit of a mean streak, okay? If some journo loser gets dunked on, I'm gonna point and laugh. And a couple of days ago, he was saying that he was loving Crimson Desert himself, but he thought that the goblins were anti-Semitic because the quest was the Flames of Greed. You spoke to a nun, and it was at Gold Leaf Trading Post. So Mr. David Jaffe was furious that it's quote-unquote anti-Semitic. I don't
because of the nose.
Yeah, I don't subscribe to this mentality like orcs are black people, all goblins are Jews. Like, if you are viewing these characters and these fictional races as that, I'm sorry, I think that's a you problem. Like, I think you are telling on yourself.
That very assumption is like you're self-reporting here, buddy.
Yeah.
Self-reporting. Oh my gosh, yes.
That very assumption is racist.
Yeah, and the fact that he decided to try to virtue signal on social media about this, like, I'm loving the game and I'm playing tons of it, but by the way, this is offensive. He's just trying to get a few virtue points.
Yeah, that's hilarious, because it's like imagine you have a black friend and you go watch a movie. And then
show him fucking Lord of the Rings. Oonga boonga orcs, you're in this movie.
Like, there's an orc there. It's like ooga booga. It's like and then you call your black friends like, hey, dude. Whoa,
I just saw your cameo.
They're talking about you, man. What the fuck, man? That's racist. No, that means you are racist if you made that connection.
Yeah. Well, of course, David Jaffe is going to say something like this. I mean, he attacked me, what was it, a year and a half ago, saying I was only popular because of my hair, my face, and my gender. So, well, David, I think you've got bigger problems than trying to stir a little bit of beef on social media with a YouTuber. I think that you might have some internalized misogyny, racism, some isms and phobes. But
I think so.
It is the way that it is, and it goes the way that it goes. I still think that it's pretty fucking funny, though, to see him get dunked on. But guys, we're almost at the end of the stream. It's kind of crazy. Went by quick.
Flew by, yeah.
We did talk about retro for about
over an hour, I think.
Yeah, a little while.
We did.
So, Dan, what are you up to? What are your plans? I know people were asking if you were going to live stream again in the future. What's going on?
Yeah, when I live stream, I do it on Super Vasc 3D. That's my gaming channel. It's just a side thing, but my main channel is Dan Vasc. It's where you can find my music stuff, my heavy metal stuff. My next song that's is going to be released is "Men Buns Are Gay" because I lost a bet to Gary.
Oh yeah.
And there's gonna be a couple surprises involved with that too, from Gary's part and from my part. Yeah,
ooh la la!
Surprises.
It's starting to sound gay.
But
a little bit.
It's the name of the song. So, but yeah, Dan Vasc for heavy metal and Super Vasc 3D for gaming. Thanks for watching. Thanks for having me here.
Everyone, all of his links are in the description, so you can find them there. And Wicked, what are you up to over the next few days?
Oh, I'll just be doing some gaming. Saucy on Saturday. I actually Sunday, it's Easter, but after church, I'm gonna have a little watch party over on Patreon. We're gonna watch Hook. We've been putting it off for a bit, so we're gonna take a little break from family time and whatever, and just relax and watch a movie.
Nice. And of course, guys, the Vara and Virtue show does rotate. So next week it will be live on Wicked Virtue's channel. Tomorrow night is going to be my 200,000 subscriber celebration here. 7 p.m. Eastern. We'll be playing some video games. I think we'll do the Marvel Maximum Arcade Collection for a little while. I am going to play at least 5 minutes of Tetris. You guys got me. I hate Tetris. You're going to get 5 minutes.
You hate Tetris?
I do. I'm just, I just have bad memories of being like a frustrated 9-year-old on my Game Boy and then throwing my Game Boy across the room because I just sucked at it. So I'm like scarred emotionally from Tetris.
Do you have a CIB Game Boy?
I do not.
I
have a CIB Game Boy Color.
I don't have that.
I have the teal one.
Cool.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Dan. You look a little sad at that. I'm sorry.
Game Boy's older.
Yeah, that's true. But 200K subscriber or 200,000 subscriber celebration tomorrow, guys. And then over the weekend, we might play some more Crimson Desert Maximum Arcade Collection as well. I do want to play just on its own, so we'll see about that. And for the final dono of the night, Retromeister, thank you for the 5. Who here remembers Heroes? Save the cheerleader, save the world with Supergirl. It's going to be save James's dog, save the galaxy, aka the box office. You are 100% correct.
Yep.
Which is...
I remember Heroes.
Yeah, I do too. But I guess we'll see if they are going to be able to save James's dog. I just don't know if that's going to happen. But yeah, everyone, all of his links are in the description. Of course, next week, Vara Virtue Show, live over on Wicked Virtue's channel. Thank you guys so much for being here the past few hours. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for stopping by. And have a very fantastic rest of your evening, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.